Alright guys, welcome back to part 3. As you can see, it's coming along, tearing it apart piece by piece. So this whole wall right here is basically was already gone. It was just being held together with aluminum, and that's about it, to be honest. And then the guy had stuck a bunch of pieces of wood everywhere to try to keep it together, but that didn't really work out. I finally took the windows out up front. I'm starting to peel the roof off. I don't know if I have to peel the whole roof off first and then the sides come off, or if I'm going to do the sides and then the roof. But on that side, it started to get a little wobbly because there's no support anymore. So what I ended up doing was I braced it right there with the 2x4, and then I kind of, since it was bowing out right here, I kind of strengthened it so it don't come off, because I'm trying to keep this wall as intact as possible. That way it's like a decent template for both walls. That way I have like a little template to go off to rebuild this wall, since this corner is basically gone. And then but yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. So I don't know what I'm gonna do next. I think I'm gonna take apart that corner wall, or I might just start working on the roof and try to take the skin off the roof, and then probably take off the wall together. I'm not sure yet. I'm kind of doing it as I go right now. So just stay tuned, and I'll bring you guys back up when I do the next thing I'm gonna do. Alright, so as I'm working here, I want to show you guys why it's so hard to remove this damn trim and why I can't really save it. See, the guy stuck some Martin screws along with some original screws that were on it, and some nails, and this whatever, I don't know what this is called, but some sort of insulation or waterproofing you try to do here. So as I take these off, I try to peel this thing off as good as I can. From here up, there was a piece of trim that I was able to save, so I might clean it up and just reuse that. And then all the other one that I removed is all aluminum, so I'm pretty sure I could just bend it back to shape. And I'm gonna paint it afterwards, so you wouldn't really see a bunch of imperfections in it, since aluminum is kind of scratches when you try to pry all the nails off. But that's what I'm doing now. I removed this back piece to see how it was held up in place. So I'm gonna remove, what I'm gonna do first is remove this side right now. You saw me remove that door. So my plan is to remove this whole side, get it bare, put a piece of a 2x4 across it like I did to the other side, and then brace this wall like I did with that wall. And then after that's braced, I'm gonna go ahead and rip the top roof off, and then I want to rip one of the walls off one by one, and then we should be down to a bare trailer, and then the fun cleanup happens. So stay tuned. guys, I know it's a mess, but it's finally taken apart. This wall right here, I try to keep it as together as possible. That way I have kind of a general template of how it's going. I had to brace it right here because it just wanted to bend and cut in half basically. So I had to brace it on both sides to keep it like that. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna clean up all this area, get this frame out of here, throw away all the trash, and then put this frame on a big table and start seeing how I'm gonna rebuild it, if I'm gonna use wood or metal or whatever. But yeah, here's the roof that I removed. I had it recording. I don't know how much it got, but my phone shut off because it was in the sun. So that's that. This is the other wall that I was able to remove. That front corner is all gone, but the good thing is I still have this corner that I could use for a template. All I really cared about this was the door placement and the door frame. So as long as that's still there, we're all good to go there. So this whole frame, this corner was sagging, that corner, basically all four corners were sagging because let me see if you can see the way it's built. It's just this tiny little angle iron here. There's not really a box frame. You can see that corner is kind of bent. So I mean, I don't think this was the correct gauge to use for the metal for the frame, because obviously it all sagged. But we're gonna take care of that and use some very heavy duty steel for this. And then I don't know if you guys saw in the dinette, I mean, when I took apart this whole kitchen, I was trying to save it, but there was just really no way. So what I'm gonna do now is just remove the parts that I'm gonna keep and then use these opening as a template, because I still have those cabinets that I want to reuse. The ice box I was gonna reuse, but it is really rotted down there, so I doubt I'm gonna reuse that. I'll probably just sell that door on eBay or something, get some money out of it. But the sink I am still gonna reuse most likely, and the back windows I'm not sure. So I know it's a mess. I gotta get to cleaning, so I'm gonna end it here. Alright guys, so the teardown is officially complete of this trailer. We are just left with the frame here. I took everything off, as you can see. So the frame looks pretty nice. I thought it was a little bent, but I mean, right now you can't really tell, but I just have to level it out and measure it, and then we'll know for sure. But as you can see, these are the things that bent the most. You can see a little bit of warpage in the middle there. So this, all four corners, like I had said before, were sagging. That corner too, you can kind of tell it's sagging there. And then this one definitely back here is sagging. As you can see, there's a crease right there. That's why I think this corner right here is bent. And then that back corner wall, they were all bent. So like I said, if this C-channel frame would have been completely boxed in with C-channel, it might have helped it with that and not let that happen. But hey, what can we do? So all we have to do now is just repair it. My idea right now is right here, this section that you see here. Like I said before, I'm gonna make a quad carrier. That way I can load up a quad onto here. So this will stay intact. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut the axle mounting places and scoot basically everything back. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna measure out these 3 outriggers and basically have it measured, and just that one will basically start here, and from here back it'll be the same exact width and length of what it is now. This axle will actually get pushed back and probably start right here. That way this original frame, I'm gonna use it as a template. When I finish building it, I'm gonna lay it back onto the trailer, and that should tell me if I'm correct. That's why I kept it together. Once I know the frame is correct, I'm gonna scrap that because it's no good, and then just rebuild it with brand new pieces of wood and steel. But yeah, so as you can see here, this axle is still pretty decent, but I'm going to upgrade it to a 3,500 pound axle with electric brakes since I'm going to add more weight to the trailer and since I want it to be new. But yeah, this is a short little update now. So it's going to be a little while before I upload another video because I have to take care of some other projects that I got going on. But as of right now, this is where we're at. Just stay tuned, like and subscribe if you want more of this content. Just be patient. I will upload as I can. Thank you guys and have a good day.